Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the game. Jesus Christ. Welcome back to another episode of the game. Settle down. Welcome back.
What a way to start a show.
Who the fuck is dying in the background? Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna let it keep going. Everything all right with everybody here?
Yeah. Jessica's choking, coughing up a lung.
Why don't you tell her to just figure it out, bud?
Figure it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Gamers Do Sports Podcast. I am so screwed up now. This has just sent me so off into the right. I'm AJ, your host. With me, as always, is Cody, your host with the most. Cody, what's going on?
What's popping?
Cost McGee down there is Josh. How you doing, Josh?
What's happening? What's going on, AJ? Geraldo?
Tony, how are you doing, pal?
Rest in peace, Bubba. Rest in peace to the Sheiky baby.
Rest in peace to the Iron Sheik. And what a way. And speaking of which, hello, Tony.
I'm back, baby.
Already,
that's how we work it.
We're starting with that.
Yes.
Yeah, rest in peace to the Iron Sheik. That was not the news I wanted to see
today. I have the cup tonight.
Put the comment up.
That's right. I got the cup tonight.
You got to flip me and Tony so that's right underneath his. There you go.
Now you like that.
There you go.
How you like them apples?
There you go.
Yeah, rest in peace to the Iron Sheik. That was some unfortunate news earlier, for sure.
Absolutely.
I will always miss the fact that for the last 40 years he has hated every ounce of Hulk Hogan.
I mean,
every
pure
bit.
hatred, baby. That's right.
And then
that is right.
Oh, good Lord, cat's already popping.
That's right. Now I will say, Iron Sheik's Twitter was one of a kind. I appreciated it. I don't care if he said it in someone.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it.
It wasn't him. It was his PR team.
It was him the whole time.
Thank you.
It was him the whole time.
Husband and wife duo.
Listen, all the kids that are listening, Santa Claus is real, but that is my Santa Claus. That is Iron Sheik tweeting. Okay, it was him. It was him the whole time.
Did you just say Santa Claus is real?
Not the show.
The kids are watching.
Not the show.
There could be kids watching.
If there's any kids watching this, I have more questions about the parenting.
If there are any kids watching this, say fuck.
Fuck. Oh, wait. Shit.
Yeah, give us 5 minutes. I'm sure I'll say it again.
So, other than that, we're going to do some more Iron Sheik stuff later. But how is everybody doing? How are you guys doing? I like Josh's background this week. That's pretty nice.
It's fitting, isn't it?
Tony, you just are in the background of. It's like gray. It's like a gray cloud is always over your head.
It's so really sad. We need lights in your background.
You are a walking, talking REM song. You really are.
Cody, pop open the donations here. I want to see if we are close enough to getting Tony any sort of lights in that house because
everybody hurts.
There's just nothing going on there. Nothing.
Very bland.
I know. I live a bland life, my friend. I don't know what to tell.
All right. Numbers.
You don't have to tell us.
We got numbers,
man.
Are updated.
What's that?
We're now down $32.87.
How is it we're losing money?
That's not the point right now, Josh. The point is, Tony, in fact, we need to take more lights out of your house, which I don't think is any more possible than what we're already at with you.
All right.
However, that's the thing that needs to be done. So any lamps, just throw them right to the curb, please.
We almost had a lung at the start of the show to put towards the donations.
Yeah, that's true. No, we need a lung replacement in here. Jesus.
I mean, I honestly feel like I want to donate our negative $32 to a charity.
Yeah, I could bring my cute daughter on and see if we get a buck.
So that's us getting it from the charity, right?
Oh, shoot. There it is.
Yeah. So
we could probably fraudulently defund some charity. Rich people do it all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about, that all sounds like criminal sounding terminology that
do it for the little girl. Give us $1.
Every dollar goes directly to her, aka padding our wallets.
Yeah, well,
the kids are watching.
They are. That's the line of the week.
If there are any kids watching, take your mom's credit card and then just donate like $9 to us.
Do we even have a donation thing set up? Like there is no way you could send us money at all whatsoever. And we do pay you to watch.
That's why we can make that joke.
I'll send you my my PayPal account. That's fine.
You want the Cash App?
Yeah, I'll hit you with the Cash App.
Dude, I see so many people nowadays like riding around with their car, and then they have like their Cash App written on their back window. That's honestly kind of smart. Yeah, it's honestly pretty smart. Like, why not? I've never seen that yet.
Do you remember the College Game Day where the guy was like had his Venmo up on his sign and it said, buy our drinks for us or something like that? And people kept that guy came out with a couple thousand on his Venmo or something like that. It was awesome.
Why not?
Cody, are you wearing a shirt that has like a wolf on it with a starry background?
No, it's a Boston tour shirt.
Okay.
I don't even fucking know a single Boston song.
So why are you wearing
More than a feeling?
Because
More than a feeling?
Oh, yeah, I know that song then. Because it's a cool looking shirt. It's not even mine.
Fucking poser.
Boy.
That has been a pet peeve of mine for years.
Oh, here we
do not
Josh
wear
is gonna
band shirts of bands you don't listen to and you don't know any of the songs.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I follow that rule thoroughly. This isn't even my shirt.
Yet you're wearing a shirt where you're like, I don't even listen to Boston.
Yeah.
Hang on.
This was the most comfortable shirt that was within my reach today.
Did Cody just say you're wearing your fiance's shirt right now?
I am, yeah.
Ha! What a cuck.
Hey. Yeah, dude. I will
No
send
way
the
that
chair any day of the week.
I bet you will, you purse holder.
It's just Josh, you have no idea how funny that just was because let's explain about the hotel rooms, okay? In a hotel room, we mentioned this a couple weeks ago on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Every hotel you go into, there is always a cuck chair.
Mm-hmm.
And it sits in the corner of the hotel. It usually faces the two beds, and it's just a random chair that faces the beds.
And there's no sense. Well, sometimes you're not even allowed to do that.
No one's going to tell me whether or not I can rub one out.
Then you wouldn't be. Then you'd never be a true cuck.
Wait a minute. You're rubbing one out in the cuck chair?
Dude,
honestly, you're literally doing what it's for.
Exactly.
No, you're not supposed. No, if you are full on cuck, then you're not supposed to touch yourself either. It's supposed to be all about like self-control.
One hand on the junk, one hand on the camera.
One hand in the trunk and one hand on the junk, if you know what I mean.
We need to rename this podcast. I don't know what you mean.
No. Are you talking about fisting?
Potato, tomato, my friend.
I guess so. Okay. I didn't think we'd have to go there on this podcast because it's Gamers Do Sports, not Gamers Do Gapes.
No, we're Gamers Do Shit this week. Like, poor Junior just comes in at the worst time.
Poor kids that are watching right
Junior, let me explain it again. You go to a hotel room. There's two beds usually in a hotel room. Then you got a chair. No, I'm not going through the whole thing again.
Well, you just did.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, then you got a chair that faces the beds.
Yeah. And then your partner says, okay, now you have to watch while somebody else has fun. And then you just sit there.
Yeah. I mean, it's great.
If I did that, it would just be me playing video games. Not gonna lie. Like, I'll be playing, or you want to see something fun? Just start playing games and completely.
No. Yeah, now
you're adding too much to the scenario.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, brighten it up a little bit for the kids.
If you're a cuck,
there are kids
brightening of anything, bro. You're already in the depths.
There's kids watching.
We're gonna be age restricted next week.
And I see you doing the shoveling motion down there. Are you trying to bury your Maple Leafs dreams? Is that what it is?
Brother, it's June. If they're not dead already, I don't know what the problem is. They've been dead every June since I've been born, so nothing has changed.
Junior, you bring up there's a hidden camera behind the TV. Have you ever been into a hotel or an Airbnb where you suspected there was a camera somewhere?
Every single one of them that I go into, dude.
Just have you checked? Have you checked?
No.
You don't check when you Tony? You don't leave your fucking house.
Good point. All right, I'm out.
No, so I kind of like look around and just see if anything looks weird. Like I do look for like what are they called? The nests or whatever.
The
like I do look.
thermostats.
Well, they have like they make just like cameras now too. Like it all goes into like one big system. Or what's the one that Amazon owns now? The doorbell cameras.
Simply
Ring.
No,
Ring. Yes. Yeah, like I look around to see if there are like obvious cameras on the wall. But as far as like looking in the vents or holding up my cell phone camera and looking for like an infrared light, no, I don't do that.
I'm not gonna lie. I hope they're watching. They're gonna see some weird shit.
I mean, that's kind
Things
of
are
the
gonna
best
get
attitude
weird.
to have. Yeah.
The chair is going to be used.
I assume every hotel room.
the chair's not being used.
I imagine every hotel room that I'm ever in has been soaked by other people's DNA.
Oh,
I'm
for sure,
convinced
dude.
of it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, I don't know how you
Like
go
tell me why those
There's
the
been batter
nightstands are
on
always
drapes.
sticky.
Because there's been batter on the drapes.
Yep.
You ever do like the mirror press thing? Like I don't even understand that, but like if you like try to like put your hand up to the mirror and it's like I don't know, you could see where you press it, like it's almost like double-sided.
Yeah.
Does it work
There's
with your
probably
junk?
a camera back there. I mean,
Because
you
that's
could
what
try it.
how I would try it. Just press them right against the window.
I don't know
That's
what you're
the
gonna come
outline.
home with after that. I'm sure it's gonna be something you don't
Oh,
want.
for sure. One time
I've lived through the 90s. Okay, I'll be okay.
when we were in
All right.
Atlanta one
I'm
time, Cooper spit on the mirror for no reason. He just hawked a loogie and spit on the mirror, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Sorry, dude," and he used his foot to wipe it off.
Did he have a sock on?
No.
In the wise words of Jim Norton, when COVID was happening, I didn't wear a mask. I didn't need to. Anybody that thought that I would catch something, I just want to show them a list of my my partners in my life and just push it right on them and walk away and then cough at them.
I'm immune from everything.
Ha!
My
There you
immune
go.
system's seen it all.
This is pretty much this whole show, Junior. You just never expect what's gonna happen. Yeah, see, there you go. This is the episode name this week. Screw whatever Cody had already put up. It's
It's PGA did what?
well, I mean, okay, all right, close enough. I mean, hey, do we
And
talk,
hotel rooms.
do
And
we go
hotel
talk
rooms.
sports now, or do we just keep?
I'm kind of digging the cut conversation.
Absolutely. This has been the most organic conversation we've had on this podcast.
How much
All this
money would it
tenure.
take for you to be a cuck?
Who?
Everybody. I want everybody to answer. What is your lowest price to where you have to be a cuck?
I'm not going first on this one. I want to hear whatever I want to hear what the rest of the class says.
If I had a nickel.
Go ahead, Tony. What would you?
I
what would
can't
you
say
bring?
anything. I don't have a job right now.
Tony
so
has got a negative bank
Tony's
account.
like
okay?
20 bucks.
Well,
and
actually,
I'm down.
yeah. Wait, Josh, you bring up a good point. The donations tab is not our donations; it's Tony's bank account this week.
Oh,
No overdraft
Oh,
fees. though?
yes.
Nice.
So, Josh,
back
what's
to
your
the
price?
shoveling.
Why do I got to be first?
Because you lived in the '90s, or you grew up in the '90s, or something
Dude,
like that. I don't know.
so
That's
did
your
I.
excuse.
I'd have to say $13 and a juicy fruit.
One
Okay.
juicy fruit,
That's all I need, buddy.
but you're gonna need a flavor saver for later. So you need like at least two.
You make a point.
Cody, what's your price?
$25,000 is a life-changing amount of money.
No, it isn't.
Ooh, that's low.
It is.
No, it
That's
isn't.
low, dude. That's
No,
a
it
free
isn't.
$25,000.
Wait a minute. You're putting 25,000. Who are you watching?
We'll just say, just so it's not terrible, we'll do like hypothetical wives/girlfriends.
Yeah, that's worse. No, that 25 is way too low.
So now we have a price on your woman.
I mean,
25K
for 25,000, yeah, sure.
And I'll sit
Dude,
there
I got
and
some
hand you a
bills to
towel.
pay.
I got some bills to pay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, they're about to eat me alive with student loan debt, so I need to get out of that shit as
What
soon as
student loans do you
possible.
have that's as low as $25,000?
Now, look, I got scholarships, so I didn't have to do like full student loans. I got a little bit of extra money, so I didn't.
They'll
have to
take
pull
that
out-
in interest.
Yeah. Oh, dude, for sure. Yeah.
Where's your fiance right now?
Summer, she's right over here.
Did she hear
Did
that?
she hear all of this?
Yeah, 100%.
Did she tell you that 25,000 is the number?
Is 25,000 a fair number? She said yeah. How much? She said 10,000.
God, she is selling herself so low.
Dude, we're just trying to eat, bro. We're just
No, Josh is
broke
trying
young
to eat right now.
No,
okay?
no.
You're just-
You said 25 grand. Well, when she said 10 grand, she was talking about you getting pegged.
Ooh,
for 10 grand, dude. 100%.
What?
that is
Yeah.
such a low number.
That is such
That
a
is
low
not low.
number.
$10,000 for somebody to peg me? Fuck yeah, sign me up, dude.
I'd never be
I
able
don't
to look
care
you
to-
in the eye.
That's fine. You don't have to. I'll be wearing some like Gucci ass sunglasses,
have
so you ain't gotta
such-
look in my eyes.
I have such little respect for you as is, and like it's
Hey.
gotten lower.
Like I'm always like the thing that old saying of like, sure their tears gonna roll, but they're gonna look good on those like Lamborghini seats. Cody, your tears are gonna look really good on a Walmart riding shopping cart.
That's fine, dude. $10,000 would go a long way.
Dude, you literally volunteer to get pegged for like a pair of, or like a set of patio furniture from American Sales.
$10,000. If I'm spending $10,000 on patio furniture,
You can't even get a used car for 10 grand, and you agreed to be pegged for
I don't
10
need
grand.
a used car. I have a car. That would help me get new tires for my car, actually.
Can you answer Junior?
Yeah.
He's very baffled by this whole thing.
Hey,
He
listen,
ain't the only one.
I'm not
Wow.
going back on it.
10
$10,000 is a lot of money.
10
All right,
grand is your
Josh, how
number.
much for you to get pegged? What's your number?
No price, bro.
No price. No,
Oh,
come on.
that's-
You gotta put a
yeah,
number to it.
that's
Yeah, you
bullshit,
put a
bro.
number to
Somebody
it.
comes up and says, "Here's $1 trillion." Like, no, my pride's too big.
Bro, I'll kick my foot up for $1 trillion. I'll pose in an anime pose
For $1 trillion? That's
for
what
$1
it would
trillion
take.
dollars. Absolutely.
AJ, what's your number?
For what?
Either one of them.
Mm-mm.
For the first story at hand,
Yeah,
I'd
for you
probably-
to be a cuck.
I'd probably set the number to around 250,000.
250,000. You think you're worth that?
No. For the first thing,
Yeah, to be a cuck.
yeah, 250,000. I think it's a fair number. That's life changing. Like it ain't gonna hurt that much once that money hits the bank account.
Oh, but it's going to hurt on your way to that.
But-
No,
but-
this is as the cuck.
yeah, this is the easy. one.
He's sending
stand
the
by
pair
my
right
statement.
now.
Now geez, I almost got real personal here, and almost told you about my issues today. So we'll just move away.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I was a cuck earlier.
no. At this point, you could just free.
It's like
have
I
it.
wish it was. Yeah, he's like, I wish I got paid for this.
Okay, hold on. We need our number.
So the second option number,
Yeah, to be pegged.
I'd
Let's
probably have to set that at like $1 billion.
$1 billion for you to get pegged.
Yeah, I
Dude,
could
you-
probably. I mean, if you want a realistic number, it's got to be $1 million at least.
So 1 million.
1 million at least.
Okay.
1 million. I don't have to work another day again.
If you invest.
Yes, you
wisely.
would.
If
Yes,
you
you
invest
would.
wisely, you could go a long way with $1 million, but you would have to like be perfect with investment.
Oh, you got to
'Cause
invest.
$1 million really ain't shit.
Then why would you let somebody peg you for 10 grand?
Because that 10 grand I
Like,
can
yeah.
use tomorrow.
He wants instant gratification.
Dude, yeah.
Short-term goals, true backbone
Like,
of a
okay,
millennial.
Tony, where's your number?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
I don't
has to
think
get
you're
a
getting
number.
out of this.
Tony,
Oh,
where's your number?
I'm floored by Cody. Your standards are way too low, my man. For the first part, I'd say also about 250K. That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's a fair number.
And the second part is I don't think there's a price because when I had so it has to be over $1 million. But the reason why I say that is because when I had Yeah, no shit. It's how we see
Oh,
that.
dude, I fucking would.
When I had an
$5
issue,
feet pics on OnlyFans.
when I had a urinary issue, and they had to stick something up my butt to try to get the camera in there to check stuff out to make sure everything was clear, I wanted to fight somebody and I had severe anxiety. I can't imagine having to sit there and go through that process of getting pegged like that without at least $1 million plus. There's no fucking way.
There's
No.
just so much going on. Josh eating pizza, Tony
Yeah.
talking about his hospital medical.
That's the messed up
visits.
part
I'm
as well.
telling you
I'm
the
eating
truth,
pizza while
We're
having a
talking about the
conversation
money.
about pegging.
We're talking about the
Listen.
money it would take. Cody's
I don't
starting
care if
OnlyFans.
Listen, I don't care if it gets recorded, but something went up my ass, and it was a camera, and it did not feel good. Okay, you have to get shit checked out, but it did not
Literally.
feel good. So now,
Well, yeah,
Cody,
you
when you
went
say
into
10
that.
grand
You
for
went
that,
into that though. Listen, nobody is excited to go and have a colonoscopy. Ain't nobody is ever excited about that.
But you're excited about being pegged, obviously.
10
I'm not
grand to
getting
get
paid
pegged in the
10,000
ass.
I'm not
Hell
getting
no.
paid $10,000 for a colonoscopy. If I was getting paid $10,000 for a colonoscopy, dude, I'm shaving my asshole the night before. Like I'm making it nice for them.
I had to get.
You're gonna get
I
friction
forget what I had
burn.
to take myself
I'm
down.
gonna have it
to
lubed
calm
up
myself
for them, brother.
Does penicillin cure this?
I'm allergic to penicillin. Maybe that's my problem.
No, that is not your singular problem.
No,
Wow. I don't know
This
if I
whole
can ever look at
conversation, by
you
the way,
same again.
stems from a loogie on a mirror that was wiped with a foot.
Can I just say as a joke, we're the live version of getting pegged in the ass, or you're the PGA Tour version of getting pegged in
No.
the ass, Cody?
No.
I definitely think that I'm the live, to be honest with you.
No,
Because I
because
just
no,
have like
you're
no
not.
morals.
we want the high price. We want the high price. You're getting this. I'll
Wait,
take anything.
I'm
as long
taking,
as
yeah,
it's paid.
yeah. You throw me $200,000 or $200 million, I can forget about what the song.
Okay, now we're talking a real fucking number, not 10 grand, which you said like 5 minutes ago.
What a time for
And-
Priscilla to come in, by the way.
Hello.
Oh,
Time.
you missed a lot. Hi. Hope there's no kids.
In case you were wondering, we found out that Cody likes to get pegged for 10 grand.
$10,000 is $10,000.
Bro, hang on.
I will die on this hill.
Hang on. It was less for him to get pegged and more for him to be a cuck.
Yeah.
Damn, homie. It's like that.
I'm just. You gotta
At
be.
least
is
he's
that an
being
hou-
honest.
Hang on.
At
Is
least
that
he's
an
being
hourly
honest.
rate?
That's not a bottom line.
However, it
That's
doesn't take
that's an
hours, buddy.
advertisement.
Give me 2 minutes. Give me 15 seconds.
Funny enough, Priscilla, that's exactly what the guy will say.
God.
Hey,
Good
I'll die on this
Lord.
hill. $10,000 to get pegged is worth it. I want to talk about the PGA Tour.
do we start talking sports yet?
Hell no. I want to start a GoFundMe for Cody to get pegged.
Please, please, yeah. Let's start raising the money tonight. Give me $10,000.
Gamers do
We are-
pegging, apparently.
We
according
are
to Cody.
we are learning a lot tonight.
Money talks, brother.
I don't even want to talk sports anymore. This has trumped any sport that we could talk about.
What's
This
everybody's
is a
in the
bigger
rough?
deal than LeBron's bald spot. This is big,
Right
okay?
in the rough right now is Cody putting two separate numbers for getting pegged and being a cuck, and the being pegged, the one that's gonna hurt more. It's the one that's less money.
I think being a cuck would hurt more than being pegged, for sure.
No.
You can't even argue it.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can. Because it'll be emotional damaging to be a cuck. But you're gonna feel every inch of that pain
And then I'm okay
the
the
pegging.
next day. The
I
other
don't
one's
know if
gonna
you're
laugh,
gonna be okay
bro.
the next day. I think you're gonna have a little bit of a limp. You're gonna be carrying a pillow around.
That's fine.
I'm gonna call him Gimpy.
Oh my
That's fine.
god.
Listen, I don't want to step on
I'm
toes,
gimping
but
my way to the coach store.
it's interesting you're talking about getting pegged on Pride Month. Oh, I silenced the room with that. That's the end of the deal right there.
No.
That's it.
I don't understand it.
You will.
Say it
Wait a
again.
minute.
Within the first 10
I said
seconds,
it's interesting that he's talking about the pegging on Pride Month. I appreciate you, Cody. If this is your way of expressing that you can take both ways, I'm proud of you, man. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, shut up.
I'm just saying, all of us are like high range. He's like 10 grand. Let's do it. It's like, all right.
$10,000 is a lot of money.
I'm sure the first 25 minutes of Gamers
10
Use
grand
Sports
is not a lot
that,
of money when you realize that they're gonna turn you into a popsicle.
in the first 25 minutes of this show, we've learned that kids are watching.
Mm-hmm.
There is
Yes.
such a thing as a cuck chair.
Mm-hmm.
There's hidden cameras in
Santa
hotels
Claus
and
is real.
Airbnbs. Tony and Josh and myself have reputable numbers for getting
You
pegged or
no,
being
you
cucks.
guys. No,
And
you
hang
guys
on,
need
hang
humble
on.
pie is what you need.
Cody is a cheap
Yo,
fuck.
Ryan gets it, bro. Ryan gets it. Me and Ryan are on the same wavelength.
Yes, but
20,000
does
is
Ryan
20,000.
understand what the 20K was for and what the 10K was for? Because that's a ratio I still can't get behind.
It's gonna cost more for me to sit there and watch somebody like fornicate with my significant other versus me just getting pegged. It's not even that big of a deal.
That's big words from a peg enthusiast.
Big
What are you-
peg guy.
What are you gonna like throw on Sports Center during?
Na-na-na, na-na-na.
Like, this is okay. I can just watch
Yeah.
Sports Center while this whole thing's going on.
I would rather watch Sports Center during the cuck chair part. Like at least I'm involved in the action the other way.
Y'all get
So you're into it.
I might be. Shoot, $10,000. I'd be into just about anything.
Like I
He's the
said,
kind of guy. I guess he's the kind of guy that pushes back. Apparently.
I could throw it back for 10 grand.
Oh my god.
you're
Oh
trolling
my
at
God.
this point. There's no way you can't be
You gotta
serious with that shit. There's no way.
You're dead serious, ain't you?
$10,000 is $10,000, bro. Y'all ain't never been poor and it fucking shows.
Bullshit. I'm calling you out on that. Never been poor. Let me tell you, you're full of shit on that one.
Amen,
I tell
Ryan.
you.
Amen.
Shout out Tucker Carlson.
What are you calling bullshit on Tony?
Him say none of us have been broke. Hello. Yes, I have. I've been broke in my life.
I'm sorry. Isn't this your bank account that's scrolling the bottom
Yeah,
right now?
exactly. I mean, come on, man.
That's from the
This guy
begging he took.
Never been broke. Hey, Cody.
You're a well kept man.
I once went to work with 2 cents in my bank account. Don't tell me I've never been broke before, okay?
With 2
And
cents.
I never thought about getting pegged to get money. I still just suck.
You
it
had
up.
2 cents in your bank account?
2 cents, brother.
Oh, dude, I've
2
gone to work before
cents.
negative $180.
I mean, I've been negative, but that's because something drew out, and the next day something kicked in. But yeah, I had 2 cents, and yeah, now we're learning about Tony's broke life.
Wait, time out.
Yeah,
So let me get this straight. You said you went to work with negative $180 in your bank
oh,
account.
Cody, yeah.
So now we can establish that you're bad with money and low numbers about being pegged.
Bro, Junior said Cody's going to be on the hub.
Exactly. Hey, listen,
He's gonna blow through that money and call
Wait a
the
minute.
guy back within 3 days.
Can we like one up this here or like maybe dive a little deeper into this, Cody? That 10K, is that to be filmed and posted?
no.
So what's that price?
For it to be like public?
Yeah.
Well, that goes a long way because then at that point, like if it's out and about, that could prevent you from getting jobs.
Motherfucker, we're not asking you if you have a syndication deal or anything like
you
that.
got a fake name. You're just like Stormy
It's still
Reigns.
me.
Not Cody.
Not Cody.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How does it
still me.
prevent you from getting jobs and getting pegged in the butt?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that'll
I don't
Bro,
get it. Like
in
guys
some
are in
places
this industry getting pegged in the butt every day, and that's their by choice, and they got their jobs. I don't understand how to prevent you from a
In
job.
Yeah,
some
but it's not
places
in
it
your
goes a
face.
long way.
I guess it
Who
should,
is
but like,
working-
it shouldn't.
who-
But
Tell me one like person who works like professionally who is also like getting pegged.
you.
publicly.
Bro, can
I
you
mean, they could
imagine?
keep it. Okay, there's a lot of people that try to keep it private, but I don't know. I would have to really sit here and think about it, even though I don't want
Okay,
to
yeah.
about
Then
it,
you
but,
can't
like,
even use that as an example. If you
What do you
don't have
mean?
your sources. Like,
Cody-
yeah, the Earth is flat. I mean, I haven't really thought about it.
No,
This
you're
is
telling me
flat.
there's not professional athletes right now that are gay that just might be hide it and just do their business? That's
Cody's
fine
your,
if they are.
Cody's your
What
weekly.
does that have to do with anything? We're talking
You
about
just
it being
said you
public.
won't get a job if you got pegged and was on the internet.
And it was on the internet. Yeah, nobody is gonna hire you if you're like a raging porn star online. Nobody's gonna fucking
You're
hire
talking
you.
about a one-time peg. Now you're talking about porn stars and Pornhub. I'm talking about a one-time peg that goes on the internet. This is what you were trying to
Bro,
bring up. Like,
Can you
the
imagine
pegging.
Cody? He's your therapist on Monday. And he's
I'm
a
just
peg
trying
me
to
on
bring up a
Tuesday.
valid point here. One-time
It's not
pegging
valid.
goes on the internet. You're saying your job, you won't get a job because of it. Who
No,
cares?
that
You get
could-
pegged one damn time and it goes on the internet.
It's
You're
like,
like, yeah,
yeah,
that's
you're
me.
trying to
So
set
what?
this up.
I'm just saying, I'm not the one that has the $10,000 price tag, too. You can just sit there and brag about that as you go to your job. I mean, well, we're having to have like millions of dollars before we even think about getting pegged. You got 10 grand in your pocket.
I'll have my 10,000 way before y'all get your millions.
Congrats.
Oh, there's
Go
no
ahead.
doubt
If
about
you brag
that.
about having 10 grand
Cody's-
before us getting pegged, go
Cody's
for
gonna
it.
have his 10,000 before he has his 25,000.
Everybody's so worked up over me getting hypothetically pegged.
No, this ain't hypothetical anymore. This is just
No,
like
wait a minute. This
short
has gone
plans
on a
away
little
from
bit longer
happening.
than, this was a 10-minute conversation added on to what could have been as a 2-second thing. We talked to 10 grand. Sounds great. That doesn't.
Hey,
30
I'm comfortable
30
enough
minutes
with
now.
I am comfortable enough with myself to get pegged for 10 grand.
God bless you.
We have an hour left in the first 30 minutes.
That's fine.
We can
I'll
keep it
take my
going
10
too. If
grand.
you really want to.
Age restricted. Shit, we've been age restricted 5 minutes into it, Junior. I appreciate that comment. but
We were age restricted like 10 episodes ago.
yeah, a little bit.
It was actually Josh's debut. That was when we began being age restricted.
His presence alone.
As soon as I said, "Welcome to the show, Josh," on episode 1, they were like, "Nope, got to be 18."
Fuck this guy.
I kind of prefer that.
I mean, sure.
I mean, now finding out that, we're 10 racks away from seeing fucking Cody turned into a puppet.
Well, that's not true. That's not true. He said, in order for it to be posted, it would be more money.
Yeah, it would
Right.
have to be more.
I'm just
No,
curious on
when-
what that price is now.
I don't know. I'd have to think about that one.
Just no number.
I just
right
don't
off
know
the
that
top
I'm
of your
ever like a respected
All right,
director.
15K.
10-5.
10.5. Just an extra 500
goes
on
lower.
top of that.
How many views are we talking? Because then, like, that could be worse. than
Viral,
money
bitch.
itself.
I'm saying, like, in 6 years, people start finding it in your personal life and they start posting it around to people.
Yeah,
to
dude,
other
that
people.
honestly, yeah, that's probably like that's priceless. I don't know that I could.
Yeah,
put
but here's the
money on
thing:
that.
how would they find you? Like, why were they searching for that? And
Cody,
upon you.
Cody
Because he
getting
ran
pegged.
out of the 10 grand.
yeah, I
why.
get it monetized and then leak it myself.
I just didn't know that Cody was the resident Kim Kardashian of this group right now.
Worked for her, didn't it? It worked for that whole fucking family.
The thing is, she had money before that. She didn't even
Yeah.
need to do that.
Yeah, she had to run and go.
I mean, damn.
Then she had
Josh,
kids
what's your
with
2 cents
Kanye.
on this?
It was all about quality of footage, because Paris Hilton dropped one right around the same time, and because it was in night vision and she looked like a demon,
Oh,
no one got into it.
solid point.
Hey, what's funny is both of those guys are from Knoxville, Tennessee.
What do you think Johnny Knoxville got his name? Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
Did it get paid 10 grand to start in porn too, or what?
No.
Sylvester Stallone actually got started in porn as well.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep, the Italian stallion. He stood
That
in the
was- that
corner
That was
being
Rocky.
a cup
Josh.
going,
Wrong movie.
That was Rocky.
Let's be honest, all Sylvester Stallone movies are the same. Just different.
Rambo and
costumes.
Rocky, I feel like they're a little bit different.
Yeah, well, coming from a guy that wants to get pegged for 10 grand, I don't really value that opinion.
I mean, the Expendables was close to Rocky.
The
Hey, can I go
Expendables
off
was
the board?
Rambo.
Wait a minute. Stop or my mom will shoot. Him and Estelle Getty. Who remembers that one?
I don't even know what you're referencing.
I don't know.
See, I know Josh does because he's the movie buff. And I'm surprised I can pull that one out of my ass, but I actually like
so
that.
now Tony just admits that he's going for the low-hanging fruit on this show. Just
See,
trying to get
that's-
Josh back on his
Yeah.
side real quick.
Wow.
That's the
The
beautiful
movie
thing.
buff.
Tony's pulling stuff out of his ass, and Cody's planning to put stuff in his ass.
For 10 grand, damn right.
Mm-mm. You're nuts. You're nuts.
Wow. Can I not be below Cody right now, please?
No, my ass is on your head.
Hey, could
I can
we
put you
throw-
behind him.
Wait a minute. Can we throw a true survey up? What will happen
Thank you,
first?
Ryan. Thank you for
The
pointing
Maple
that out.
Leafs win the Stanley Cup, or Cody gets pegged in the ass?
I'm
Cody
getting
gets pegged
pegged in the ass.
Yeah, fair enough. I thought so too. Clear, sweet. Cody getting pegged in the butt's gonna win.
That is every week
Oh,
on this
man.
podcast.
That's me every day in my life.
Oh, my God. I'm sure it is, Peg Boy.
Peg boy.
We lost a stat boy and made a peg boy.
Does Cody have to wear the wig while being pegged?
Now that you mention it, yes.
Why do I need a wig? I already have the long hair.
So you let him pull it?
Oh, that's true. You do got the mullet.
Ooh, we're getting personal now.
For 10 grand, yeah.
Oh my God.
You got my whole body, brother.
Can he play Kid Rock Bob with the Boz? He's giving it to you.
That's fine.
Oh my God, Tony. Jesus.
Everybody knows
I'm
there's only
drinking Bud
one.
Light too.
Everybody already knows that there's only one
KID.
song for pegging, and I'm sure Cody knows what that song is.
Pony by Genuine.
See, there you go. You
Damn
already
right.
know. Real quick.
Truth.
So Cody, what's on your hat?
It's not a bother.
So this whole conversation is not a bother.
Actually, this hat was made by a company. They are called To Write Love on Her Arms, and it is a mental health charity organization. They set people up to resources, and they help cover charges and everything for therapy for people who
that's
are going
good.
through a mental health crisis. Yeah, so every September they do Suicide Prevention Month. Suicide Prevention Day is in September. It varies like the date that it's on, but they do a big box where they have a whole bunch of stuff for Suicide Prevention Month. And this was the 2022 hat.
Go get it, buddy.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's respectable.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't use that word after what we heard from
To-
you, but you know.
Tony, you've got another fan.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Oh man. Okay. You know what? That's
Not
controversial.
that's factual down there. That is factual.
Do you think so? You think there's a chance the Lions win the Super
Oh,
Bowl?
dude, there is a stench. I mean, there's a stench around both teams,
no, of course.
but the bigger stench is around the Leafs, especially come the playoff time. At least you
Plus
know, like
the-
the Lions probably don't have much expectations behind them. The
Yeah, and
Leafs
the Lions
always have expectations. behind
Either
them.
sport, it's still less than a 1% chance. Like, let's
True. Oh,
be
100%.
fair.
I also was thinking like in football, there's a one game I'll have to do the win compared to a 7-game series. So if you stumble in a couple wins, you make it to the Super Bowl and see what happens compared to the Leafs where minimum 16, maximum 28. Yeah, there's a lot more time to choke.
I
Need
think
it.
the Lions have a better defense.
I'll get into
They're
that
gonna
another
be a-
time. I
they're
feel
gonna
like we're
be-
behind,
they're gonna
but
be better defense this year.
I will get
Behind
into-
Tony, behind. Okay, the NBA playoffs happened. The Heat and the Nuggets are tied at 1. Nobody's watching. Number 2, the NHL.
Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Bucket. There you go, Jimmy Buckets. NHL playoffs. Vegas is up 2-0. I live, and I told you guys this the other night or last night. I live to see Vegas go on and win the cup just so I can rub my ass in Bruins fans' faces. But that's a whole another animal. Let's go back to your Lions real quick.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
I don't think they need a defense. I think they need a better
No.
not a better offense or a better defense. They just need a better culture.
I think that this comment right here, you are so full of shit, dude. It is pouring out of your ears.
If it happens,
Yeah.
will your number go down from 10,000
Dude,
to
if it
3?
happens, I'll do it for free. Yeah.
Whoa! It is official.
Why, Tony, why are you so excited? You want
I know,
to be
wait
the
a
winner?
Because my team's in the Super Bowl. I don't give a shit if you get pegged for free. I just want to see my team in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
All right, I don't care about your shit.
Yeah, we were back to normal for a second.
Yeah,
split
you're thinking that I'm excited for your reasoning. No. My team would be in the Super Bowl for the first time ever. Your team's been in there what? Twice in your life? 3 times in your life? 3.
And yet, the only thing we would have
What?
to talk about is the pegging of Cody.
Oh, I mean, in this show, yeah, it would be like 5 minutes of Lions talk, 5 minutes of Browns talk, and an hour and
Right.
20 about Cody's time of his life.
My back was hurting from being in or winning more Super Bowls than any Super Bowls you've seen your teams in combined over here.
I wish I would have chose a front runner as a kid and just stayed with front
fuck
runners
you.
across
Shut
every
up.
sport.
That is not true.
I love the Yankees and I love Tom Brady. Surely at
No-
some
no,
point
see-
throughout my life I'll have success.
Well, the Yankees have. Okay, all right. The Yankees have been the most overrated sports franchise since the 2000s, or like since 2000. I would
One
give
title
that
in 20 years, right?
one title in 23 years.
Yeah. And they talked about every year being a favorite, so I can see where you're coming from. They're not Dallas Cowboys bad because they at least make the World
You're right.
Series once in a while.
Yeah, but it's worse. It's just worse. You're the Yankees.
Oh, I don't
You should
see
be
it.
winning.
No, because at least your team every few years makes a run. Dallas never does shit.
Makes a run, Tony. Makes a run to us is not getting swept by Houston at some point in the playoffs.
Fair. I get that. I just would like to say, like, Dallas wins
JD.
one playoff.
JD, you poor sap. How's Will Levitt's treating you?
I offered to let him join the Philly fandom. He could get a free pass. But I think Will Levis is still going to be a stud.
Oh,
Although-
he's
A
not going to be
stud?
a stud. Will Levis is not going
stud?
to be a stud.
Stud. That's
Yep.
a strong word.
Come
That's
November, everybody is going to be pissed off at me with my $10,000 and correct Will Levis take.
So now you're getting paid by November.
Hopefully.
We have a time frame now.
Let's
All right.
advertise next
Hopefully.
week's show as Gamers Do Sports featuring the guy who likes to be pegged and has shitty sports takes. It just so happens to be the same guy.
November, 10 grand. Thinks that Will Levis. Hey, you know what?
Go Bird
You know
Dog.
what? I'm gonna
Damn
say
right.
it now. You know who's gonna be the ultimate steal as far as quarterbacks out of this draft? In my opinion, right now, it's gonna be the guy that Indy drafted.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna be the breakout.
He
Oh,
needs to
you
sit
are-
1 year behind Minshew Mania because I don't think he's ready for the NFL quite yet. But I agree. I love that guy. I think he's.
You were on the same mind frame as those who think Will Levis are going to be good.
I think Anthony Richardson's going to be better than Will Levis.
Hang on. Let me explain this real quick because Ryan, I don't think, has ever been in here to hear the explanation. So I got my mom and her side of the family. They're from Long Island, New York, all Yankee fans. That's where that comes from. Everything else, my dad is from Massachusetts. He's Boston, everything, including baseball. But I just fell in line with his on those. And then the Georgia part of that, it all stems from my first family vacation as a toddler to Georgia. So that was it. That's it on that.
And you know what? I live in Detroit and I turn out a 20-year dynasty for a team that doesn't win shit in hockey. So
Well,
sometimes you adapt. You adapt.
okay. You bring up the shitty parts, okay? Yankees won title in 23 years, and that's the only title I remember seeing them win. I mean, I know I probably had the TV on or whatever when they were in all those other ones. The Patriots, I'm fully admitting to know that the dynasty was all because of Brady. It was not because of Belichick. And now that Brady's gone, it's back to the pit of misery. The Bruins are a team of choke. They get more respect than the Maple Leafs do only because they beat the Maple Leafs every time and they play them in the playoffs. Other than that, 2011 is an anomaly for them. They have been absolute shit for the last 50 years, been overrated for the last 50 years. They won one cup. That was the anomaly. They should not have won it. If you go back to that playoff run, they dropped the first 2 games in every series except for the one series against Philadelphia, which they swept. The Celtics started the big 3, and then every team copied what they did and were 10 times better than them at it. And then Georgia, I can't say nothing. Georgia's just,
You went through years of shit with Georgia, though, and now you're
I did go through years of shit with Georgia, and it's
Yeah.
finally starting to pay off.
Absolutely. It's not like Georgia's been a powerhouse. They're not like been Alabama for the last 15 years. I mean, they just started to finally get their strides. Now
Junior calls Cody a trashy Eagles fan. Ryan hates all those teams, but he's an O's fan. Okay. I think the Orioles are one of the fastest rising teams in baseball, and they're not getting the respect they deserve right now. So maybe I'm back in your good graces.
Yeah, they've got a couple really good young guys on their team.
I think the Orioles and the Mariners are setting themselves up for the future really nicely right now.
Yep. And then you got my team, who has two of the worst players in the starting lineup, Miguel Cabrera and Javi Baez.
We'll take them.
You can have them.
Have him back.
We'll take 'em.
Statistically, can't. Okay, Josh, I've heard this yesterday, and this blew my mind. It was out of how many at bats? Out of 162 players that have like 200 plus at bats this year. Javi Baez is ranked 160th to 162 out of 4 of the 5 categories. He's one of the worst hitters in baseball. The other night, there was a pitch. This is a strike zone. It's all the way across the screen. He half whiffed and didn't care. His mind is checked out. He does not give a crap again. I told you I supported him. He got his kick in the ass. He started playing a little bit better, and now he's back to, I think, a 4 for 41 skid and truly does not care. You want him back? Take him back. Because apparently only Chicago can get the best out of him. At this point, he's checked out. He's checked out. It sucks. Because their best free agent, and he doesn't play like it. Hot garbage.
We'll take him back.
Go ahead.
How are the Cubs even doing this year?
We're tied for first in the NL with Arizona, I last saw, or something like that.
I thought you were in last now.
That sounds about right.
We were second in a terrible division. I have nothing to brag about. But now we're down to third, and I don't care. Our team sucks. We could be in first, and I'd say our team sucks. We're in the worst division in baseball. We're the equivalent of the NFC South in football, is the AL Central in baseball. We're terrible. We're in a terrible division. If we win it, congrats, we'll get swept in the first round. That's all I got to say on my team. They're just there.
Ryan says it also helps that we got like 10 first-round picks the last 6 years. Well, yeah, but so did Pittsburgh, and look where they are.
Kenny Pickett.
I believe he was talking baseball.
Oh.
We're in fourth. We're 26 and 34.
26 and 35. Would you lose today?
We're 26 and 34.
So you're not even close to being a wild card team?
I mean, we're the slow burn.
I mean, you guys on the north are just like your brethren from the south. You guys like to talk about baseball till June.
Hey, funny, we're 26 and 33. Buckets ass.
That is okay, Ryan. That is true. Pittsburgh is playing on another level this year for them. They're also in a really weird year where St. Louis is absolutely god awful.
Yeah.
I mean, just bad baseball being played in St. Louis.
Cardinal fans don't know what to do with themselves. It's just like this is the time of year they get all pumped.
And Wainwright, right? Wasn't Wainwright's last season last year too?
I think he's back this year.
Is he back this year?
I thought he came back this year. I know
25 and 37 for the
Arenado, Goldschmidt, the reigning MVP, Tyler O'Neill. Like they have a couple of guys on their team. Like I don't understand they're that bad. They shouldn't be that bad. But they're the type of team you rule them out and they'll win like 10 out of 12 and get right back into the race before the end of the season. So I won't count out St. Louis yet. But
do you like how like the top 3 teams in baseball, or 3 of the top 4 teams in baseball, are all out of the AL East, and it's the Rays, Orioles, Yankees?
Yeah, I know. And again, shout out to the Arizona Diamondbacks. They ever legit have a nice season. I got to give them credit. I seen that. They're kind of a team where I'm like, how they keep doing it. And they got a couple guys in there that are nice, but like good story. If Arizona wins a division, good for them. Like if they can take care of the San Diegos and the Dodgers and all them and win that division, that's a great story. Zach Gallen's pitching his ass off. I know Corral, I think it is, playing good ball. Kendall Marte. I mean, they've got some guys, but yeah, good for Arizona. About time.
I'm looking at the standings and like, how ashamed do you have to be as a Padres fan at 29 and 33 with all the studs they have? Look at the Mets, 30 and 31, all the money they've spent the offseason. They're 6.5 back.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got that asshole Pete Alonso on the team. I mean,
I feel bad for Jake DeGrom. I know he's brittle, but I saw his presser yesterday and he started tearing up. One of the best brittle pitchers in baseball. What I mean by that is when he plays, he is fucking joy to watch. He's just hurt way too much.
He'll never be as good as he was in 2021.
No,
2021, he was out of this world. That was probably his best season. He didn't even finish that season, like you said, because of his injury.
He's just incredible. Like he's just incredible.
I feel bad for Jake DeGrom. I don't feel bad at all for the Texas Rangers, who spent $420 something million for that guy.
No, they spent a ton of money.
They're 20 games above 500 in first place in the West. So
playing good ball, right?
They're playing all right.
And if they can come out of this where, hey, Jake, go do your thing, get your Tommy John, maybe you can get whatever going, and they turn around and DeGrom comes back next year, even we're 10 grand in the hole.
I was just reading that actually. It's just about to draw attention.
It flashed across the screen, Cody. Why are we 10 grand in the hole, buddy?
Did you get your 10,000 from Tony?
We're sitting here talking baseball, and next thing you know, I see the guy. Whoa!
Hang on, it's 2011 again. Oh no, the Cardinals would have to be good for it to be 2011 again.
And they'd have to bobble a baseball, and then have Joe Buck say, "We'll see you tomorrow night." That was a fun series.
Do you know that call was made on the anniversary of the day his father said the same call in the World Series? However many years before? Yep.
Wow.
Still don't care.
You don't like Joe Buck, huh?
Fuck that guy.
Joe Buck hate. I like Joe Buck baseball. I do like Joe Buck baseball.
How do we jump up to donations of negative $10,000?
Where you been?
Cody found a suitor.
Oh, good.
Good.
There you go.
No, Joe Buck baseball, like when Joe Buck is calling a baseball game, it's just got a big feel to it.
Bullshit.
Yep. How about we just get baseball experts to talk about baseball, football experts to talk about football, golf experts to talk about golf, and race experts to talk about racing?
Mute the cuck, please.
Why do we need guys bouncing all over every sport commentating?
Mute him, please.
Well, you know why Buck does it.
Yeah.
His father working for Fox or being higher up at Fox. Like that was that whole thing.
That guy sucked at calling the World Series and sucked at calling the playoffs.
Really? I think the Cubs win the World Series is like one of those great all-time calls.
Yeah.
But that's just because it was the Cubs. Like if I would have made that call, it would have been iconic. Just because it was the Cubs winning the World Series.
You automatically know who made that call as soon as you hear it. Like you go, oh my God, that's Joe Buck.
Yeah, you like Joe Buck, I don't.
But okay, Joe Buck is no Vin Scully and he's no Bob Uecker, who are the two greatest in my opinion. You know,
Harry Carey.
And Harry Carey. Yeah, he's no legend in this
Will
sport,
Ferrell played a better
good.
Harry Carey than Harry Carey played.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, Josh, real
Cody's
talk.
Getting pegged with.
Josh, real question. Who do you like in baseball announcing these days?
Dude, Marty Smith is a GOAT.
Marty Smith is good.
I like the guy we had before, but he went over to the South Side.
Okay.
I forget his name, but as far as sports, there's really nobody that really sticks out anymore.
That's fair. National wise, I don't think there's a baseball guy I really like. I mean, Joe Buck was the last one I can truly say was like really good at calling a baseball game. These other guys are fine. But I'm not like, oh my God, when the call happens, I just don't have that aura about him.
Yeah, that's because Joe Buck ruined it.
So if you had to go like sport by sport best announcer.
Ooh.
Currently.
This is good.
Well, I don't want to say currently. I will put it within the last 5 years.
Doris Burke for the NBA.
Mike Breen is the absolute best basketball announcer there is.
Mike Breen, current, but all-time Marv Albert.
Mike Breen just yelling "bang" whenever a big shot's made.
That is true too.
Inject that
it's
into
iconic.
my veins.
Yep, bang. And then back in the day of Marv Albert, the shot, yes, like that. Yes, he put some emphasis behind. But I know Josh knows that's like 90s and 2000s NBA and NBC basketball calls right there. Marv Albert, remember those days, man? Yeah, those were the days. Marv
with a hooker.
Let me go back.
Games, man. There's Jordan. Yes. Oh,
let me go back a little bit. Hockey would be Doc Emmerich to me. Just Doc Emmerich. It was a big game when he called it.
Bob Cole, but he was a CBC guy. He's a Canadian guy. So not
Don Cherry,
him.
Tony. Don Cherry.
Okay, good, great analysis. Yes, I love me some Donnie Cherry. No, but Bob Cole and Harry Neal, especially Bob Cole, just had an iconic way of talking. Again, he's the one I grew up on, especially watching some of the Leaf games, and just he made it look so easy. As for hockey, yeah, I'd have to go Doc Emmerich because since he retired, ESPN's coverage a little rough, TNT's coverage a little rough. So it's Doc Emmerich been gone, and I think Kenny Albert. I think Kenny Albert's like the one guy I fully go, yeah, I can see him calling the game. Now, John Buccigross, I like him as in a studio. I don't like him too much calling the game. He's too chippy, fanny. It just doesn't come off really good.
Tony, Jack Edwards is the greatest hockey announcer. Come on now. We're talking iconic, like Joe Rogan in MMA, like UFC. It's just
everybody knows who he is. I mean, Jack Edwards is love or hate him. He is an iconic announcer.
The hell with all of those announcers. Give me Cotton from Dodgeball in any sport.
I don't think he's going to be able to see very well, Cotton. This is a true comment, Ryan. Cody's favorite announcer of all time
1,000%
is Mike
not.
In fact, Cody and I have text message conversations about how much he loves Mike Joy on a almost weekly basis.
I would love to see those receipts sometime.
Wait, do you sarcastically hate him or do you really love Mike Joy?
No, I don't love him. I mean, my childhood, I idolize him. He's one of those guys, he's just gone way too long. His time was 5 years ago, and now he just rambles.
As a casual fan, I will say he's a voice that's familiar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see if you're a hardcore fan of the sport, why I'd be like, yo.
Yeah, dude, we'll have something super exciting okay, yeah, that is a picture.
I'm trying to grab it there.
Well, yeah, if I see an iconic legend, I'm not gonna be yeah, I don't like him that much. He's important and he was great. He has made some of the greatest calls in motorsports history.
Sure.
But I mean, when we have exciting racing going on, and then he's just yeah, this race here reminds me of 1957 when I graduated high school and I had my first hot rod. And it's just rambling stuff like that.
He does that during cautions, I noticed. 2002.
Yeah, he does it under green flag now a lot too.
And you know where they're going this weekend is Sonoma. So all the Trans Am shit's
can't
gonna
wait
come
to hear
right
about
out.
all of that, how they built the track, how it's not grape season yet. I can't wait to hear Mike Joy say, I love me some wine.
Okay, I got a football one. It's more college now. And I know this guy is, I guess, controversial, but think of Fox, think of High Noon, think of the guy who has all the energy.
Oh, Josh, get ready to say it. Josh, get ready to say it.
Who do you think I'm talking about here?
I don't really care.
Aaron
Rodgers. Sorry.
Gus Johnson, Tony.
Gus Johnson, dude. Gus Johnson. I think he's the most polarizing guy. Either you love Gus Johnson or you think he's the most annoying announcer. And
where's the old Ryan that used to be on this show? He fucking hates Gus Johnson.
Oh, my God. Anytime. He tells him the STFU, quite often when he did announcing. So, yeah, Gus Johnson's a very polarizing figure.
There's another one that I would love to throw in a wood chipper. Chris Collinsworth.
You want to put him in a wood chipper?
There's a guy.
Wait.
Now, here's a guy who, if he goes in To that wood chipper.
Guys, this guy knows how to play the game of football.
Just one time on the podcast, you got to do the Chris Collinsworth slide. Just that little slide he does when he comes into the frame.
Yeah. you see, he stopped doing it with Tirico though, right? He did it without Michaels, no problem. With Tirico, he's just kind of there. He's like,
Al Michaels is a good football announcer when he wants to be.
Agreed. When it comes to college football, I feel like we've got to give Vern a little bit of love.
I've preached that for years, and I always get looked at sideways. Vern Lundquist, to me, is one of the top 5 greatest sports announcers of all time. Anytime he called the Masters or anything like that, perfect. The Tiger chip in from, was it 16 or something like that?
When they rolled and stopped.
And it stopped.
Yes.
In your life, have you ever seen anything like that? Like, it's a great call.
Jim Nantz is another one who is just across the board great.
Asshole.
Who?
Asshole.
Wait, who?
Sure. Jim Nantz.
Jim Nantz is an ass.
Egotistical prick, but yes, he's really good.
But he's one of the greatest.
Oh, he's
JD, yes. JD, spot on. Vern, and you say Gary's the problem. Vern is not. They got rid of Vern Lundquist and brought in who the hell? He used to be on ESPN. Now I can't think of who the
Brad
main
Nessler?
guy is. Brad Nessler is now the CBS guy, which is fine. Brad Nessler's okay.
He's solid.
Vern Lundquist is perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I miss Brent Musburger too.
Yeah, him and his checking out the cheerleaders every single stadium.
Hey, the best thing to ever happen in like a big game was the Monday Night Football where they got Joe Namath on there. I don't care if the team is struggling. I just want to kiss you.
I just want to kiss Susie Colbert.
Cody, can you pull up a video of Joe Namath on Monday Night Football for the podcast? It is the absolute funniest damn thing ever.
He was so lit, man, in his fur coat.
He was plastered. And this is like 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
One of the best moments of Monday Night Football
Susie
ever.
was taken back like, yeah,
ready?
That's it. Yep. Play it.
Several hours. I believe everything that anyone else watched Chad play impresses me. The same thing impresses them.
What does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. Less about the team struggling.
It was awful. We had been gone since 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
I don't
thought he had a
care
fur
that
coat
the
on
team
one of
is
them.
struggling.
Yeah, there was one he had a fur coat on and he was like drunk as shit too. It's Joe Namath. I'm sure there's plenty of
He looks drunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Come here,
I mean,
give me a kiss.
I saw that guy in Detroit when the Super Bowl was there in 2007, and he kind of like half waved to the crowd, but it was in the morning. I'm sure he wasn't drunk yet, so he wasn't able to like get really like rowdy. But God, that is a guy right there, Joe Namath. But
you know the important ones, right? If you know the important ones, those are the best ones.
you know. Yeah, I was gonna say NFL currently. I don't know. I gotta. You know who's starting to annoy me every year is Tony Romo.
Wait, this might be Doris Burke. This might be Doris Burke.
He said Doris Burke.
There's no way talking about Doris Burke.
That's on Drake's hot list, right? Like Drake's always talks about her, like how
as he should. Doris is a queen, bro. She is a gem to basketball.
Yeah.
Who else is a queen to you?
Queen?
Yeah. Who else is a queen
in sports?
Sure.
Selena
Pat
Vander.
Summit.
Pat Summit. Okay. Do you know how monarchy works? There's only one queen. There's not multiple.
How dare you not say your fiance?
You can call whoever you want a queen. It's like the goat thing. How many goats can you have?
Did she do Monday Night Football?
No,
because she doesn't do
only does
softball.
NBA.
Yeah, she only does NBA.
Oh,
I know who
oh
you're
my God!
talking
No!
about.
I know who Ryan's talking about. There's a main announcer. She's the main announcer for Monday Night Football's like B
She does
games.
college football too.
Aaron
Yes.
Andrews.
Okay.
No, not
No,
Aaron
no,
Andrews.
I can't
Aaron
remember her
Andrews
name
can
off-
talk as long as she wants.
Oh,
Beth Mowens.
still looks great for her age. No,
Beth
I
Mowens.
know who he's talking about now. She's like a main announcer, and she's got
Say it
like
again,
this
Cody.
really voice. I can't remember.
Beth Mowens.
Beth Mowens. Sorry. Thank you, Cody.
He's only said it 6 times, Tony.
I'm sorry. I was on my high horse, not listening. I apologize.
Oh man.
I have another one though that popped into my head. Jim McKay.
Who is
Jim
she?
McKay?
Hang on.
She.
What about Harlan or whatever his name is? He does NBA and then occasionally basketball. He's
She does the NBA and occasionally basketball.
I bet football on
Ken
on the
Harlan?
radio. Yes, he's good.
Ken Harlan's best announcing moments are when there's people running on the field, like fans running on the field.
He's going in the 40. He's going in the 30. He gets tackled at the 20.
He gets
Yeah,
tackled by
those are
security in the
good.
end zone.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good. I'll give you that.
I mean, a little bit of actual like sports talk here is the PGA Live and the DP World Tour merger. Does this put my one thing I wanted to ask was this: does this put golf back in like a center focus, like it used to be with Tiger being prominent?
Yeah, because I don't even watch golf that much, and this has been all over my feed everywhere. I do not keep up with golf at all. I know like your big names in golf. I know loosely who is good and who's not, who's climbing. Super casual, but dude, all I've seen is PGA and live stuff all week, and I've seen so many people that I've never seen talk about golf before having an opinion on this whole ordeal.
Well, because they made it so polarizing when it happened that, to be honest with you, it didn't have a long life. And I wonder who was the one that initiated the conversation.
I would say it was the side with the money.
It's the side with the money, but you got to remember the PGA and Live were in a lawsuit against each other, ongoing.
Yeah,
so
lawsuits
it's like hush
really
money.
mean nothing. Yeah, that exactly. Lawsuits are so freaking casual, though, in the United States. Like people will sue each other and still be best friends during the entire case.
I don't know. Try to sue me, Cody. See if we're friends afterwards.
He's just going to sue you for $10,000. He just needs $10,000.
Well, neither one of us are worth billions of dollars, so we're not gonna like cheers our champagne to our lawsuits.
Speak for yourself. I'm still waiting.
He still plays the lottery every day, just waiting for that one ticket. This
all
is
it
going to be
takes.
the one.
So I say every time.
Yeah, because you know what happens? The numbers that you normally play will hit on the day you don't play.
Absolutely. I want to know the correlation between that and the suicide statistics.
Oh, geez. All right, Tony, go ahead on the golf.
All
plan.
right. Well, I was gonna say because of the numbers part, my grandpa had the same theory. Is he played the same numbers every day?
I mean, how would you feel if, like, the one day you didn't play, all the numbers that you always play for years and years and years? Because I get stuck behind these insensitive a-holes every morning when I'm, going to the gas station before work. They don't just buy a ticket. Like, they buy multiple tickets every day. The people that are really into the lotto. Imagine that. Spending all that money on it, and the one day you don't play, you hit all your numbers. I'm sorry. You'd have to keep me away from every bridge, every sharp object. I'd be on watch.
That plays $25 a day.
Yeah.
Those people in your background would be laughing at you. They're already staring and pointing. But anyways, to the live golf thing, I want to see the first major tournament. I would love to see the environment now. Hey, I just want to see what the first major tournament brings with it, with the merger. I think it would be
absolutely
really
nothing.
It's gonna be just like a PGA event,
Like a regular event with the
I don't know.
commentators
I would
talking
like
about
to
it.
see.
I just need it to be more like the Waterbury Open with Happy Gilmore in it.
Yeah,
That's all
I mean, it would be
need.
great, but
golf has not changed at all. I don't think anything changes at all. And this is me being super casual. I just don't anticipate anything at all to change, except for like Josh said, now they have a storyline to talk about.
that, and you're missing
That's
one
all they'll
big thing,
talk about.
and that is PGA golfers can now, or live golfers can now play in the PGA sanctioned tournaments now. So like your Brooks Koepkas and
they're back.
Guys like that, they can come back now, and now like golf has its biggest names again in one place.
So it's the PGA Tour from
so ultimately the
2019.
PGA Tour or the PGA won.
Right. I mean, I think the PGA now is better than where it was 4 or 5 years ago when Liv first came on the scene. I think the competition's a lot better. Not everyone watches golf because there's not that. Golf is like, and I hate to do this comparison here because it feels like we do it so often. Golf is like NASCAR. They do a shitty job of promoting more than one guy.
If you don't play golf, though, I feel like you don't really watch golf. I feel like that's one of the sports that you need to play to enjoy.
I would say not true because I watched. You know what? I rescind what I just said because I used to watch a lot of golf, but I watched a lot more after I started playing more golf.
Because you actually understand it. With most stick and ball sports, like it's pretty self-explanatory. Baseball, you swing, you strike, it's either a ball or you hit it, right? It's straightforward. You know that first base, second base, third base, all the rules are straightforward and simple. You don't need to fully understand why somebody needs to pull out a wedge here unless you're playing it, right? And
Right.
that is adding a lot more to the viewer's experience of golf. You're like, oh yeah, well, I would pull out my 4-iron here, or yeah, that's a good drive, blah 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 blah. I feel like it's a lot more relatable if you watch golf. And then for me, I grew up playing baseball. Didn't change the way I watched baseball. Didn't change it at all. I played basketball. That does not change the way that I watched basketball. But with golf, I feel like even after your first ever swing with a golf club, it makes watching golf make a lot more sense. Because you realize, okay, there's a lot more to this than just swinging and hitting the ball.
Even then, like people who don't even watch golf, I mean, I would say a lot of casual fans watch the Masters. Like the Masters is a big deal. It just is. It's like Daytona and NASCAR. A lot of people who don't watch NASCAR will watch Daytona 500, just like people who don't watch IndyCar watch Indy 500. People who aren't really that big of football fans will watch the Super Bowl, and that comparison's endless.
Yeah,
but I think golf now has a really good chance at bringing in more younger. Well, I shouldn't say more younger viewers because the age demographic for golf has to be right in that prime demo that all sports leagues are looking for. Golf has to lead that. You know how many young people are watching golf now? It's insane.
What, the 18 to 39?
Yeah.
Let me look into that and see.
I would go ahead and look into that because if you think about it, if you see like on your social media feeds or whoever, your friends that go golfing, like they're in that range, and I guarantee like the same ones will sit there and watch it too. Like
I don't disagree.
And that's that perfect demographic. The ones who like to go out, shoot at 18, have a beer at 8 o'clock in the morning, and keep going to every hole.
I was going to say real quick though on the golf point, especially like in today's day and age, I notice a lot more times when you mention about golf, if you play it, that you would understand it better. They have done a better job on the TV side of explaining, even virtually. Like,
right,
here's what a 5-iron, and they have like the little graphics and stuff like that, or they'll compare the stuff. They've done a way better job, especially on the majors and the bigger tournaments, to go here's what this person does. Here's the expert who does this, and they try to do it in a virtual form. And I think that it's more relatable compared to back in the day where you just watch it just because you know they're on the course. And also, Tiger Woods was so dominant, it just brung eyeballs by itself. And now I think there's a lot of really good golfers. No one is like on the dominant level like Tiger Woods, but there's just a lot more really good golfers.
There's no rivalries anymore either, like in golf. Like back then, you can say it was a rivalry. It really wasn't, but they were always neck and neck with each other. It seemed was Tiger and Phil. Like whenever they were on the course, like it was who's going to win the tournament this week. It's either going to be one of those two guys. So
for the Masters this year, the final round, so the Sunday afternoon coverage had 12.6 million viewers, and 18 to 49-year-olds were 3.35 million of those.
Okay.
So they were a quarter.
Okay.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm curious as to like if you were to do like the Players Championship, being that that's like more. The Masters is so hard to compare it with because it's so strict and all that, and it's not so casual in a sense.
You remember that time when it was in October? Was it COVID?
Yeah, it was the COVID year. The golf course looked like shit.
It was terrible. It was such a weird Masters, man. That was such
Tristan,
a weird one.
Tristan, I only watch the majors for golf. Everything else is a snooze fest. I mean, I generally agree with that. They do those pro-am tournaments though, which are pretty fun to watch. Which is like athletes or celebrities paired up with an actual golfer. Like those are fun to watch. I know Cody's looking for the Players now because like that's more of your standard major instead of the Masters being the pageantry and all that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think golf going forward is. I think again, I want to see what the first tournament's like in a sense of like all the big names together, and I think it'll be really fun to watch.
And again, that Netflix show, Full Swing, has to be helping golf like it did with F1.
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe not to the same magnitude, but
no, yeah.
All right.
What do you got, Josh?
I got nothing. You guys covered all of it when it came to the golf tournament. This has seen more active conversation about golf than we've had since we started this thing. I don't think anything will change. Literally zero. They'll talk about it for a couple tournaments, then everything will go back to normal.
I agree with that, Tristan. I agree with that. Every sport does need a full swing.
Especially in today's day and age.
How's it coming on that?
Every time. Hold on. I thought I had one, but it was 4 years old.
I mean, it might be a good comparison for where we are now after like Live and Full Swing are here.
When was the Players?
Wasn't August, was it?
Hang on. The Players Championship was March 7th through the 12th. Okay. So the final round was the 12th. Yeah, the Players was at Sawgrass, wasn't it? Yeah, Sawgrass is the Players.
I thought maybe they moved it because I thought there was always a tournament in August.
Isn't August normally like your St. Andrews, like the U.S. Open or whatever? Or the U.S.
Maybe,
Open.
because I thought that was like the
I'm an idiot.
I know they try to like alternate other than the Masters, some of them around, but the FedEx Cup.
You just know that you can't do the Masters in October anymore.
No, we tried it once. It looks terrible. We're good on that. Masters is not.
I don't have. Sorry, I didn't mean to just interrupt you like that.
No, you're good.
I don't have the 18 to 49, but for the final round, they averaged 2.59 million viewers. It was up 4% from last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, to see what happens, like I said, the first few big tournaments. I mean, not every tournament's going to have a boost from it, but I can see some of the bigger ones. The next one or two are going to be big on there.
Again, Tristan, a good point here because everybody can. Okay, I'm trying to like find the best way to explain it. Like, not everybody has a chance to do it, but like, it's your everyday average Joe that's just somehow finds that they're good at golf and they make it all the way up the rankings. You know what I mean? A lot of the guys who play it weren't like, your big multi-sport athletes growing up. It's you, me, and going out to the golf course and, doing the lessons and all that and getting noticed by people and sponsors at local tournaments and working your way up.
I think golf is the last remaining sport that has a pop line like that.
Right.
Like there's no other professional sport. Maybe bowling. But there's
cornhole.
not cornhole too. Dude, you're not holding a candle to those professional cornholers, dude. All they do is just fucking sink it every single throw.
I try to do that every time I play, and I'm like, damn it, this is hard.
Yeah, they make it look pretty easy. But golf is the last major sport, I think, where me, you, Tony, or Josh, if we practiced hard enough and invested enough, we could play on the tour.
Right. There is no you have to go to college to play on the tour. It's you just
don't have
qualify.
to be 6'9", 275 pounds. Look at John Daly. That dude is
John Daly is my
legend.
He's an everyday man.
Legend. See the commercial with him and I think his kid.
Yeah,
his
John
kid
Daly
looks just
Jr.
like him too.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, golf is that way. Look at that tour pro who played in what was it? Was it the Players or was it the play? No, whatever the most recent tournament was. He played in it and he qualified for the next big major. And he was a PGA pro at a golf course and walked right on out to the course because he qualified in an amateur tournament and made the cut, which means he makes the next major tournament. That is a guy just like any of us in here who's a lot better than us at golf, but who's making it big.
Yeah.
And everybody's behind him. Golf might be the one sport besides entry fees that you really don't need to rely on sponsorships to make it.
No, like I said, it'll be interesting with the merger, what's going to happen, and we'll see how the paydays come too with the live money.
Right. 10 minutes or 9 minutes, less than 9 minutes left.
Wow.
I need a quick in the rough from everybody, and then we'll move into picks. So, Cody, what's in the rough?
Oh, man. In the rough? I was underprepared for this one. But I will say that this week's in the rough is... I'm going to say the Denver Nuggets. So far, they're in the rough.
The team that made the NBA Finals, who's tied in the NBA Finals.
Well, they could have gone up 2-0, but the shot fell out of the basket. So,
damn them.
Jimmy buckets, bro, all day.
Damn them. Josh, who's your rough?
Cody.
I might as well just tag team off that because I was going to say Cody too.
I feel
how do you go cheaper to be pegged than it does to be a cuck?
Yeah, 100% Cody.
That's true.
No
Tony?
questions asked.
Twitch. You guys are idiots. I don't know what you're doing over
I was going to say
platform.
Twitch too, but until Cody did what he did,
idiotic what you guys are doing. You're backpedaling, and then on your backpedaling, people are finding out you're still trying to finagle things. The platform is under some heavy fire right now. So, okay. Twitch is in my rough this week.
Okay. Picks of the week. Let's do NBA and NHL Finals picks. I will go with Vegas and Denver. Josh, go ahead.
Vegas and Miami.
Tony.
Sticking my pre picks, Panthers in 6 and the Nuggets in 5. And I'm
Cody.
still cooked.
I'm gonna go Heat in 6. What's the Stanley Cup at right now?
Vegas.
Vegas is out 2-0. Vegas in 4.
Okay.
A sweep.
Vegas with a sweep. Watching all that hockey, aren't you, Cody?
Yeah, dude. I'm keeping up with it. I've been watching NBA playoffs because they're better.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to the 4 because we have a fun one for the 4 this week. Your favorite Iron Sheik tweet. Who would like to go first with theirs?
I'll go first.
I sent mine in, so I don't remember.
I thought you were going to read them because you made us send them.
Oh, no. I mean, you guys read your own tweets. I was just going to post them to our Twitter page afterwards.
Okay.
Oh, Schneikes.
I have no idea.
Let me go pull mine up then.
I mean, okay, I'll say mine while y'all are pulling yours up. Mine is Iron Sheik. If I had a nickel for every time I wanted to beat the fuck out of that jabroni Hulk Hogan, I would be the Elon Musk.
All right. Mine is Smucker Carlson, big time jabroni.
In the In the spirit of his passing, I'll go with one a little bit more heartfelt. I want to be where the sun warms the sky. When it's time for siesta, you can watch them go fuck yourself.
Tony.
My favorite thing in this entire world is beating the fuck out of jabronis.
Iron Sheik was a real one till the very end.
Well, his PR team were the real
Shut
ones.
the fuck up.
Shut up,
you
you
ruined
cuck.
such a good.
Go get pegged.
Wait a minute. What if you were a cuck while getting pegged? We didn't think about that.
Then that's 30,000 by default. I'll sell it for 25,000. I'll give them 5,000 off if they bundle.
So wait a minute. So you're gonna be a cuck for and get pegged for free?
No.
Yep, it's down to 5,000 now.
You said 25,000. Oh, because it was 20,000 before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're
it says
giving a
5,000
deal?
off. Yeah, if you bundle and save.
Bundle package is 25. Is it the same person for both ends?
I don't care. It's $25,000.
You are wow.
So
Let's
instead
do-
of like home and auto insurance, you get the peg and,
Yeah.
and cluck insurance. Jesus
Glad you're
Christ.
still with us, Junior.
God. Let's end it on that right there.
My social media here is at One Lug TV, and make sure you check all of the podcast.
It's me. It's
Gamers
One Lug
Juice.
TV.
I'm a cook.
You can
Then
find me, Cody, at One Peg TV.
Ryan, yes, all the fuck you Hulk Hogan tweets are the absolute best. The Twitter or the podcast page on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff. Facebook is at Gamers Do Sports, and we are on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Cody, what's your social medias?
If you want to follow me for more information about how to pay me $10,000 to peg me, you can find me on Twitter at @TheNasCody.
Josh,
I got nothing.
Tony,
Angry Tacos Network and the Twitter. You know, I just talked about Twitch because I was gonna do part-time Twitch streaming, but now with Twitch being stupid, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But
Why wouldn't you just do YouTube?
YouTube, I think is going to be the way to go.
so I think YouTube or Kick. It's one of those two. Like
Kick's gonna no, dude. Kick is gonna be. Do y'all remember Movie Pass?
yeah.
No, I don't.
You don't
I
remember? You paid like $6.99 a month, and you got unlimited
Yeah.
movie tickets. And everybody was like, "Holy shit, this is incredible!" So everybody signed up for it, and then they just ran out of money. Not surprisingly, that's what's gonna happen with Kick.
So here's the thing. I'm so low in the title pool that I would probably make like YouTube the main course. But even I told this to AJ, I might still do like Twitch streams just to get used to how Twitch or how streaming is. It's like, because I'm so low. I have 14 followers. They kind of like get the groove and see how it goes and then find my way to kind of go somewhere else. Yeah, unless Twitch turns around and has this miraculous 180, which they're not going to.
Well, you can't even multi-stream anymore.
No, not on Twitch.
No, that's
Twitch.
the whole thing.
Twitch doesn't allow it. They think it's, and I know real quick, like Ninja even mentioned it today. He's a multi-streamer and Twitch won't allow him to do it. So he's like, I'm losing out on 12 to 15,000 people watching me, and I got paid $0 directly from Twitch, and they told him no. So they're screwed unless they really have somebody pull their head out of their ass. But
Ninja.
anyways, Angry Tacos
Ninja-
Network, and that's where I'm at.
Ninja ain't relevant enough to have 12,000 viewers anywhere anymore.
I mean, that dude's got, I think he's in 8 figures of money now. I don't think he's hurting, but
Oh Lord,
It's-
no! That Mixer deal did him well.
absolutely. Well, there you go. There's the names popping up. Yeah, they're at ATN.
Cody took it off because he doesn't like them.
Oh,
I think they're ugly, honestly.
Well, so is being a cuck and a peggy.
It also pays you $30,000.
Now it's
No.
up to 30.
If you had to learn anything this week, it was that Cody likes both, and he'll package both.
That the pegging price fluctuates with the market when it comes to Cody.
Yeah,
and if this is our
Inflation is
biggest,
rough.
listen, if this is our biggest rated show because of your pegging, then you better line up next week because we got more to talk about.
First off, see you guys next week. We're out of here.
Later.
Cody, what do you mean we'll have more for him next week? Tony, what do you mean we'll have more for him next week?
If this is I hate you guys.